We need more fans like Scott.
Man.
You know what Scott said, 49er fans? He said he's grateful.
Boy, that blew me away.
He's grateful. That's
How
a
often
great
do you
way
hear
to
that
look
on
at
an
it.
Overreaction Monday?
Grateful for a 2-0 start. Yes, Scott. By the way, I mentioned the Cowboys and the Niners have looked good. Best in the NFC, and kind of down on Lori Matthews.
What's our girl say?
She ripped Kirk Cousins for a wonderful performance.
Still won't let that go.
A wonderful performance on
fantasy.
Thursday.
Yeah.
And now she writes, Cowboys haven't played a good team yet. You know what, though, Lori? Let's see if the Niners have.
Well, Lori, what the Jets are a top 5 defense. Hello?
Yeah. How about that, Lori?
Yeah.
Lori,
Hey.
it doesn't seem like you're being very objective.
Yeah, look at Lori.
Lori. I mean, the Steelers may stink. I mean, they may go
We'll find out tonight.
They may
Tonight's
go 3
a
and
big
14.
game. Well, tonight's a big game for them.
And we'll see about the Rams, too.
Dude. I mean, 1-1, and that was the first time Stafford had been sacked. So maybe they got something going on that O-line. But to the caller's point, if this wasn't the Niners' A game collectively, it's easy for me to say, you and I, because we don't play and we're not hurting. But maybe it's a good thing they got a game Thursday, Steiny, to kind of, you know what, that wasn't our best showing defensively.
It's not.
Let's get back at them Thursday. Maybe that's a good thing.
It's not. They're liable to get injured.
You hate Thursdays.
They're liable to get a few guys injured on Thursday because it's a short week. I don't like it. I don't like any of it.
Yeah,
Ronnie Tillman.
What'd he say?
Ronnie, you're the man. You get it, Ronnie, on YouTube. I would rather have overthrows than underthrows. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too.
Well,
yeah, no,
I'm the
no.
student in the back that says, what's the difference? It's still
the difference is an overthrow can never get intercepted.
Well,
if a 49er receiver has a defensive man beat by 4 yards and you overthrow the receiver, it can't be intercepted. Mm-hmm.
But an overthrow pass to your receiver can be picked if the DB was in front.
No, if the DB was in back.
Well, like Deion Sanders has that blazing speed.
When's he play?
Well,
when does his team play a game?
They play Saturday.
Thank you, Steve in San Francisco. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
Not much. Just listening to you guys. Good show. Good show. How about this? You just talking about it. How about there's a half a sack? What about a half a pick? What about when it hits the guy in the hands and boom, pops in the air? You know? The quarterback gets charged with a full pick.
I know.
That is bad. It happens a lot.
You got to rule it like, if it hits them right in the damn hand.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, come on.
And if you're a 49er fan there, you can say, oh, he heard footsteps. It's that intimidating defense. They were absolutely going to drill him. But, that's one of those plays where I thought it was a really good game. A really good game. Both teams played
It was entertaining
hard,
for sure.
Played well, and then one kind of just terrible play kind of skews the game. And I think the Niners would have won anyway. Yeah. I do. I think the Niners are obviously a better team, but
Lenore's pick was big too, Steiny. That was a real pick, even though the receiver
sealed the game.
Yeah, the receiver kind of it was a bad route. If you came back to the ball, you might have got it, but Lenore made a good play, and bam.
888-957-9570 is the number, and the 49ers, your San Francisco 49ers, with a nice win yesterday against the LA Rams. Let's play a little sound here. It's okay. See, this is interesting. They went to. What about some of Brock's missed throws?
I mean, I thought they were all tough ones. I think the Ayuk one was probably his toughest one because it was just his number one read and it just sailed a little bit. The one with Debo, I mean, he went all the way across the board in a really tough read, and you'd love him to hit it, but he did miss it. And the one to Jennings, that one didn't bother me much. We're a little surprised the ball was going there and everyone else was covered and he just tried to make a play. But the main thing he did today was protect the ball. Besides those 3 misses, which none of them were easy, but he took care of the football. Didn't give them a chance to touch it, and when he was under duress, he was smart.
That's Kyle Shanahan on Brock Purdy.
And I think that's something that gets not talked about enough about Brock, Steiny, is protection of the ball.
No doubt.
The game against the Cowboys in the playoffs. Yeah, no touchdowns, but you know what's greater? No turnovers, no picks.
Did he expect a tough game?
Oh, yeah, we definitely did. We watched the film from last week. That quarterback's still just as good as he's always been, and so is Aaron Donald. And like we saw last week, they're coached very well. They got 2 good schemes, and I know they've changed some players from the past, but there's still some Hall of Famers out there who are playing at a high level.
By the way, Bosa, who's less effective, Bosa or Donald?
Well, let Ram fans say it. Donald was being triple teamed, Steiny.
Well, Bosa got double teamed on 40% of his snaps, which is a lot, Evan.
Look at Elo.
Evan, when you get double teamed 40%, that's a pretty fair number.
Those are facts.
Yeah. Let me tell you who else got double teamed.
Oh, here we go.
Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor. Like, just get to the quarterback, man.
By the way, Aaron Donald was double teamed 55% of the time.
And he's 15% better than Bosa. That's what that tells me.
Well, Bosa gets paid 15% more. So.
That's that new chicken Bosa got.
Anthony's in Benicia.
Our guy.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man?
What's up, fellas? Happy Monday. Hope you both had a great weekend. So, on that Aaron Donald and Bosa's point, you know, both teams are going to scheme against the best defensive player. So both teams did a good job of, double teaming, chipping, whatever you want to call it, on Bosa and Aaron Donald. So I think that kind of cancels each other out because you got to expect that. Sean McVay is actually a good coach. He's not the same style-wise as far as Kyle Shanahan is, but he's a really good coach. But I really wanted to talk about that Colorado game on Saturday night and the way the Niners started their game as well. Because Shedeur Sanders and the Colorado Rams, they didn't have the best first half. Same as the Niners didn't have the best first half defensively. But they made adjustments in the second half, and both teams came out and played a really good game, and they closed out, the opponent. And when they were talking to Deion, he asked them, what did you learn from this game? And Deion said patience. And I think that's super important because you can start out shaky, but it's very important to stay composed and stay with the game plan, make adjustments in the halftime, and come out in the second half and kick some ass. And I think they did that very well. So I know you guys watched that game, but I just thought about the two, and it was both teams, were facing an opponent that was ready to play them. And so, they came ready. But both teams stayed composed and stayed within themselves, and they handled business. So
Anthony, I got to say this to that point, though, Anthony. The offense got the ball and marched all the way down and got 7. So maybe the defense, didn't start as fast. But as far as the offense, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start, right?
I know. I agree. I thought, that last minute and 40 seconds, Brock Purdy marched down the field and handled his business. I think defensively, the guys just needed to, make a few different adjustments. I feel like Fred Warner might have been out of position here and there, but I mean, it's 4 quarters for a reason, and we're in this for the long haul. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl, and so I love that they came back. And they pitched a shutout. It's not like they scored, just that field goal. But outside of that, the second half was pure domination. So what else can you ask for? And if you want to look at quarterback play, we can always have somebody like Zach Wilson. I know the Jets are sick the way Zach Wilson has been playing. So 49er fans, chill out. Brock Purdy's the guy.
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, they put a poll, I believe, Sam, early in the morning, the roast guys, grade Brock Purdy yesterday. 70% of the voters, B.
I'd give him a B.
Well,
good solid B.
No turnovers.
Would you give him D? No touchdown passes. That's unforgivable.
B minus.
Oh. Okay. You know what? And I guess it's
the next hour you'll double back to the B minus.
I guess it's interference, but I hated the call on Debo at the end of the first half. The interference. It was on the Rams defender on Debo.
What can you do? It's hard to play defense.
It's so ridiculous.
It's hard to play. In every sport, it's hard to play defense, man. Good gosh. Good call.
What are your guys' impressions of the 49ers' big free agent signing, Javon Hargrave? Oh, they've been their best defensive player. Yeah, top 3.
No, Fred Warner's been the best defensive player, but I'm waiting. He ain't playing bad, and they're 2-0, but Especially if you're going to tell me, Steiny and Evan, that Bosa's being double-teamed 55% of the time.
40.
Whichever
That's Aaron
one
Donald.
Get to the quarterback, man. Because you're Stafford, he's really good. Future Hall of Famer, I believe, but he was back there dicing them.